Beginning in the 1950s, women serving in the U.S. military could face immediate discharge not for any misconduct, but because they'd become pregnant or had recently given birth. That policy changed in the 1970s, but it's only in recent years that pregnant women and young mothers have been welcomed and accommodated in America's armed forces. Natalie Brand has the story.
Air Force Major Lauren Daly landed a dream job on an aircraft that flies top government officials.
Our top 5 is our primary customer and why we exist. So that's the First Lady, the Vice President, the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, the Secretary of Defense, and the Secretary of State.
But at home, she has a different title, Mom, juggling life with newborn Hope and toddler Jacob.
That's hot, remember? When I first got into the military 10 years ago, there were not a lot of females in the higher ranks, and the ones that did not have children or did not choose to have a family to make it to where they were. And now you're kind of starting to see like more women in the wing commander positions and squadron commander who have done it.
That's helping to shape new policies, like one enacted in 2019, requiring nursing mothers have access to private and sanitary lactation areas.
Policy sets culture, so that's a significant win for us. I think change takes time. It's not going to happen overnight, but I'm very optimistic.
It's progress that was not in place when Lieutenant Colonel Jessica Ruttenber was pregnant with her first child 9 years ago.
My conversations went away from, would you like to take this more competitive job that is more demanding to accelerate your career, to, would you like to separate at the end of your service commitment or take this less demanding job to be home more with your children, which would have been fine. They didn't ask my husband the same question. And that's when I started realizing that motherhood sometimes had a little bit of a barrier in the institution.
The mother of 3, who is married to a fellow Air Force pilot, says the military is taking steps to combat pregnancy bias, including this memo from former Defense Secretary Mark Esper last year, which said the department will update its military equal opportunity policy to prohibit pregnancy-based discrimination.
I am setting 12 weeks of fully paid maternity leave as the standard across the Joint Force.
Another key change, increased maternity leave and a 1-year deferment from deployment and physical fitness testing in the Air Force. A new bill proposes to expand that to all military branches and increase leave to 12 weeks for both parents.
The War Department was designed for sort of a 1950s model, right? For a male and a stay-at-home wife. And that has changed now. So we're still working through those changes, but every day it is getting better. I don't want to wear...
Major Aliyah Nadim chairs the Air Force Women's Initiative team.
Are you allowed to reveal your secret motto?
Yes, our secret motto is get stuff done. And I am super proud of that because we don't just talk about it, we actually do it.
The dress and appearance instruction, which is...
Like getting hairstyle standards eased. For years, servicewomen said having to wear their hair in these tight buns caused headaches and hair loss. Now, ponytails or braids are allowed, or the development of a maternity flight suit just last year. These might seem like small changes, but Major Nadim says altogether they will make the military stronger.
We know women at the 10-year mark get out at higher rates than their male peers. Why is that? And we did some research, and one of them is family planning, lack of access to childcare.
It's been a slow climb to the top leadership levels. Retired General Ann Dunwoody became the military's first 4-star female military officer in 2008. The list of 4-star females in military history is only 7 long so far.
Each of these women have led careers demonstrating incomparable skill, integrity, and duty to country. And at every step, they've also helped push open the doors of opportunity to women in our military.
This past March, President Joe Biden named 2 female generals to prestigious 4-star commands. If confirmed, they would be just the 2nd and 3rd women to lead combatant commands.
Why do you think it matters to have not only women in the military, but moms in the military?
Well, I think that it's a retention. So if you want to keep women in the military for a full career cycle, 20 years, you're going to have to accept that they're going to want to have children at some point. Most of them are. The second reason is I think it's essential for our national security to have a more inclusive military. I think it makes us more lethal.
Service members like Lieutenant Colonel Ruttenber and Major Daly are rising the ranks and realizing motherhood has not grounded their careers, but rather has made them better leaders.
So now people my age and younger are kind of seeing like maybe I can do both. I don't have to make a choice and get out when my commitment's over or when I want to start having a family.
It's possible.
Yes, it is.
For CBS This Morning, Saturday, Natalie Brand, Washington.
Breaking down those barriers to access is the key, and they seem like they're doing it.
And we say this so much, but you really do have to see it sometimes to think that that's what you want to do. Know that you can be a mom and have a career in the military. And those small changes are huge.
Yeah.
Thanks to Natalie for that report.
Yeah, wonderful story, Natalie.